Hello there everybody, this is Alex from Hardcorian Guides, bringing my guide for Ninja Gaiden Sigma on Mastered Ninja difficulty. Today we're doing Chapter 15, the Caverns. And this one, for some people, might be a make it or break it level. I don't know yet. I don't know how, people treat this level. But I don't particularly care for this one very much. It's always been a thorn in my ass. But it's not hard. It's just one of those really tedious levels. So this will be about maybe a 20 to 30 minute video at the very least. I don't know for sure. Woo! Anyway, continuing on from chapter 14, we're going back through Ryu now, and this is the first step in many that I have to take care of, and I'm going to get the items up above the ring area that I need to go get. So, essentially, if you go this way, which I was thinking to myself, I was like, if there's a save spot, I'll run up to the save spot, I'll save the game, and then, we'll continue in the next episode. So this is still in the recording of Chapter 14. Now, I assume that you can probably more likely kill off the knights, but I didn't bother with it. I just didn't feel like it. But, so, here's what I did. I'm everywhere right now. Basically, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to avoid the knights completely. And I'm going to show you guys how to get up to this area up here and on the other side. So first things first we have is this chest. Obviously, that one's pretty easy to get to. You just platform a little bit. You run on the wall. It's not that hard. The next one that comes up, not the one going to the scarab, but the one after, was a pain in the ass to get, because the knights were sending up that fire stuff, and it fucked me up for like 5 minutes. So I had to skip ahead here, and basically this is just the final shot that I had to get into this next platform. So you jump from that platform there, go this way, and when you land on the second wall, make sure you jump again to get on that third wall, and then don't jump after. That wall leading toward the platform, don't jump off it. Actually, just let it ride, and you should make it. If you're high up enough, you should make it there. And of course, both chests are going to have ghost fish, so be wary of that. It's also funny because I was talking to my friend David at the same time I was playing this as well, and I accidentally fell down at one point when I got up here. I was like, yeah, I made it up there, and I fucking fell down. I was like, shit. So yeah, platforming up there is kind of a doozy. Not super duper hard, but it's just one of those things that just really just pricks you right in the rear, you know what I mean? There's plenty of golden scarabs in this room. I think that was our second one, maybe third one, if even. Because in the room right here, there's a scarab to the left, which I believe I got, so that's the third one. And we got a Life of the Gods, and then there's going to be another one coming up pretty soon, too. So, there's that. Alright, heading down here. There's a chest. I forget what's inside. I assume it's an elixir. No, it's a Life of the Gods. Okay. Yeah, at one point in the game, there comes a point where I want nothing but elixirs, but the game will not give it to me because the game's like, hey, your Life of the Gods. It's like, no, no, no. You know what I want, and give it to me, please. So, we've been here before. As far as I know, I think we have. And it's essentially the same thing as it was before. There's a shit ton of fiends popping up around. Or no, we have not been here before. I'm just ass backwards, like always. Okay, so this is totally new to you guys, but I'm so familiar with this area. I always think this is in the beginning of the fucking game now. This area sucks. We're going to be here a lot. Yeah, a little bit. It was funny because my original playthrough, oh my god, I had to keep coming back through here just to go grind. I wasn't toward the monastery, but there's an area with ghost fish I was trying to go, back out and get. And I went through that doorway to get there, but I recently found out, while playing my last playthrough, I think it was, that I could, no, I think it was my hard mode playthrough, was the one where I went back to those doors to get to where I wanted to go, and then the Mastered Ninja one, I found out, fuck me, there's a door right there I could go to, For anybody that is wondering, I'm talking about the door. Okay, so there's a door and there's a safe spot straight after. And this is like near the maze area in like chapter 17 and 18-ish, where you have to go across that bridge to get in that tower that climbs up like 4 areas. So in that, there's actually a door back to where I needed to go, and I was going the long way around like a moron. That was just my mistake. That was just me being a complete dunce. It happens all the time. So, as far as I know, there's 2 chests in here. There's that elixir up there, and there's Life with Gods here. So if you need to use it, use it. There's a scarab as well, so make sure you pick this up before you go. Come on, give me that one. I wanted to make that joke for fucking ages now. And I finally did it. It wasn't even that good. God damn it. Alright, anyway. Continuing on from where we left off. But besides that, my computer is fucking having a heart attack again. I do apologize. It happens. I went back up here to make sure it was a great elixir. I didn't really need it because there's going to be ghost... There should be ghost fish that pop up in here. Yes, there is. So I really relatively didn't need it. I think I forgot about the ghost fish, actually. And then I instantly jump down like a moron and get basically destroyed by these guys. But that's okay. You know, if you just whip out a Hardcorian flail or anything like that of the matter, you could really just take them out and get your health back. It's no big deal. But these guys, when they group up like that, they hit like a damn truck, dude. It's retarded sometimes. Yeah, there you go. Alright, so they're not done yet, I guess. But anyway, continuing on from that little onslaught of death, I guess I probably... Do I go back? No, I just say fuck it. Okay. Well, you know, saving a great elixir is a good idea, but... Which I do actually come back to grab, by the way. On accident. Yeah. Complete accident. And if I remember where it was, I think it's in the next chapter. It's chapter 16. I think I come back to... Yeah, it's chapter 16. I'll tell you guys. I'll let you know, like, hey... I went out and found elixir from here, and then I bought some more stuff. I grind up in that chapter, so I'll let you know when we get there, when I do it. Alright, so now in this room, I'm going to skip these guys. This is where the bullshit starts to begin. This is when it's got that whole, like, ice versus fire element kind of, you know, situation going on. Which is cool and hot. Got you. It's cool and hot at the same time. It's fucking cool. Alright, whatever. It's neat. God damn it. And... It's just, the annoying part is the backtracking bit of it. Wait, you know what? Just give me a sec here. This is starting to piss me off, actually. Come here. Shut the hell up. Alright. I know that was completely unprofessional of me to do that. I don't care right now. I'm doing these like 3 in a row already. You know, who cares about professionalism anymore? This fucking channel's gone anyways. It's basically turning into a turd monkey. Jesus Christ. So, back on track. Come down here. You got a few fiends to take out. Nothing too bad. There will be a boss fight coming up pretty soon. So, if you had the Dabble Harrow or just... It's still doing it. It's vibrating against the fucking desk. It's starting to annoy the hell out of me. Hopefully you guys are not bothered by it too much. You can probably hear it. At least I know I can, because when I listen in well. I know what I'm listening in for. You guys might not, exactly. Anyway, there will be a small boss fight that comes up. Dabble Harrow will do wonders to it. Not necessarily the fact that you can cheese it, which you can, but it's just so fucking easy of a boss. It doesn't really matter. There's going to be, I think, a total of 3 bosses this entire chapter. There'll be that boss, who is relatively easy to take down, which we'll get to him when we get to him. There's going to be the 2 magma eels. No, 3, I think. 3 at one time, but if you kill one, you kill them all. They all share the same health bar. And then there's the dragon, whomst you can actually use Dragon Sword on, or Dabble Harrow. It's much more beneficial if you use Dabble Harrow, but there is a way you can take him out with the Dragon Sword. You can take out every boss with Dragon Sword in this game. It's not that hard. It's harder, but it's possible. I'll say that much. I've done it. It sucks. It's not fun. I used UT charges for it, so I cheesed him like I would with Dabble Harrow, but it was a lot harder because the Dragon Sword doesn't have a range attack. It just straight up has a dash attack, and then it has fucking, you know, the level 2 charge, which it'll dash into, but that's it. You know, I can't attack it from a distance, necessarily, unless it gets close. And I have to, you know, basically zone in and hit them that way. So yeah, most of this area is actually going to be filled with both fiends and then the giant, big, like, caveman-looking assholes. The freaking dinosaur dudes. But that's about it. I avoid most of them, so, you know, I do skip through some of the lava a little bit just because, yeah, it does hurt, but it saves me the trouble of having to get more hurt from having to fight with the assholes who are around the lava, or who are in the lava as well. So I pretty much just saved myself the trouble that way, and either way, we beat the chapter, we beat the next chapter. You know, what more do you guys want me to say? There's not much here. So anyway, come up here, grab this crest, this shield, I should say. Grab the shield. This will come into play later. That's a cog for another door in, I think, the magma room area. And now what we have to do is, guess what? Backtrack. Yeah. Remember when I said, like, it's going to be annoying? Oh, it's going to be. We backtrack at least 2 to 3 times. That's the entire fucking chapter. I don't like it. Well, some of it's like small increments. Like, you know, you go through one room, you come back out, and then you just go through the next room. Which, granted, yes, I know that Ninja Gaiden does do that a lot. There is a lot of backtracking in this game that does happen. But I think it's much worse here due to the fact of basically, you know, everything you have to pretty much do to get there. So anyway, coming into this room, just charge up a Dablaharo, you know, or Dragon Sword, probably not, because they're in the lava, and if you have a Dragon Sword and any other weapon besides Dablaharo, you pretty much will dash toward them, and you'll probably hit the lava and then get hit. That's why Dablaharo, or a weapon like this that can basically do this kind of UT charge, a slam attack, or a range attack, or whatever it may be, is good for these guys. Of course, if you wanted to, like I did in my last playthrough, was I would jump on top of their heads and then get away that way. So you can do that. You can avoid them completely if you wanted. But this is a lot more safer because once you kill these guys, I think they're dead for good. Now, this guy right here is a little bit of a pain in the ass because he does sometimes move forward and sometimes he can get onto the platform and then thus fuck you up. So that's something to be very wary of as well, which he didn't do that for me, but still, that's something you should be wary of. Go ahead and wall run straight onto that. You can jump from here to that platform there. That part's a little bit annoying because the lava's surrounding you, and it's kind of a little bit scary to make some of those jumps. Because, like, as soon as you hit the lava, what it will do is you'll take damage, and then once you're still in the lava, you'll drain damage over time at a fast rate. Not too much, but it's still something you should be wary of and get out of. And every time you jump while in the lava, you'll take that same amount of damage you take when you jump into it originally. So, here's what I'm going to do. Save spot over there. There's a shop over there. I tried to make a wall run for this, and I fucked up multiple times. Multiple times. And I eventually got over here. So, yeah, don't be a tard ass like me. If you wanted to, you could take the safe route. But the only problem is you have the big guys surrounding the area. Because, like, once you hit that thing, that button like this, on the opposite side, it'll create a bridge to get across. Yes, but you have to worry about the big guys surrounding it. And they could possibly attack you and knock you completely off. So, be wary of your surroundings. If you want to take them out, you can. The Dablaharo works wonders here too, because you can do a charged UT. I think maybe the Dragon Sword might be able to reach him, especially the guy that does come near the save area. He does get kind of close to it, so you can probably get some few hits off him. Possibly, I'm not really sure. Maybe the Ketsu or whatever it's called, or the Tiger Fang or the Tiger Claw and Dragon Fang or whatever it is. Tiger Fang and Dragon Claw. That's what it is. I don't know if that actually does good enough damage. Or if it actually has the UT that could basically hit him close enough to you. Alright, so anyway, we only have to come into this room, I think, one time, and this is it. But there is something else in this room that we need to go get. We'll get right after we get the main item. So, of course, there was a scarab on the right. As soon as you enter, there's that scarab. And then, of course, you come over here and you beat down the ghost fish, which these guys respawn. So, if you really needed to, you can use these guys to grind up as well. Because I think, like straight after you leave this particular hallway, I do believe they do respawn every single time. So, essentially, you could use that as a grind fest if you really needed to. Because there's a shop in here that we can use, especially before the boss fights. So, we got still 3 more, yeah, because we got to take out the ice boss and then the 2 fire bosses. So, I think you could probably jump down there, but I wouldn't try that. Personally, I wouldn't. Because one, you know, you got ghost fish in here that you can just go wipe out real fast and get some nice essence off them. So if you needed that, there you go. And then, once we're out of this hallway, there's going to be an item box, an item chest that we can go get. So that's what I'm going to go ahead for next, once these guys finally disappear. This damn thing's still doing that shit? Oh, it's fucking annoying. Because I know it's going to pick up in the mic. I know it is. It always does. And it's going to piss me off when I hear it in recording. Or back in recording. It's just going to be one of those things that just irks the shit out of me. Alright, so here's what you do. You get that platform to raise up to this side. And then it's just going to be a ghost chest, which sucks, but hey, more essence, I guess. I thought it was going to be an item chest, but I was wrong. I forgot it was ghost fish, so my bad. That's the only thing I know of in this room. I don't know any other items that look like there was something up there. Did you guys see that? Maybe I'll rewind that in the playback. I might actually go back and check that out, because I thought I saw, like, a small caged area that we can jump into. Ooh, that'd be neat. I've never seen that before. Because I never looked. That's just me for you. I never look at shit, you know? Alright, so now I got like 11,000 essence, which is pretty good. Pretty damn good, especially for right now. And I still got like 5 small and 2 big elixirs, I believe. So relatively, we're doing pretty much okay. So now what I need to do is backtrack a little bit more, because now I need the cog. And to get the cog, you have to go completely all the way back to that same room that we got the shield from. Now, I think I've explained this before, maybe in like the first or second chapter or so, but whenever you see a mouse, like running along like a ledge, that is an indication that you can grab that ledge and basically shimmy across it. So, it's a helpful little small like ninja theory trick for you. They do kind of make it somewhat obvious, because there's one, sometimes in most areas, the camera will zoom on the mouse, you know, running back and forth, but doesn't clearly say, oh, you can climb this. No, it doesn't say that, but it's one of those things where it's like, I wonder what that mouse is for. I'm going to go check it out. Let's go see what happens. Oh, what do you know? I've climbed the ledge. Or I'm shimmying across the ledge. There you go. It's one of those deals. They don't necessarily explain it, but, you know, they give you a hint as, hey, something's over here. Go check it out. So now with the magma that basically filled up the cog area, it pretty much melted the rest of the ice around here. So now we can go enter the first boss room. I don't know what the hell this fucking thing is called. Let's call it a Yeti. I don't know. It's just a big giant fucking ice asshole. So this dick will spawn 3 fiends at once. That's what I said. It was 3. It wasn't 2. I didn't say 2. He spawns 3 fiends at one time in the beginning, so be careful of those. And also, he's got a few different varieties of attacks. First of all, there's this slam thing, which is useless. He does that side jump thing, and whenever he's too far from you, he'll start like slowly like crawling toward you, and that's a good opportunity to do a UT on him. And get that UT charge, and also a good opportunity to hit him normally with your normal attacks. See, that attack right there, you will take a beating from if you get hit by it, but it's relatively easy to dodge. One of the harder ones to dodge is whenever he starts sending the icicles on the ground. That one, in my opinion, is a pain in the ass to deal with. Like right here. See, pretty much, he also does it to where he does this too, where he starts slamming the ground like that, and the icicles start popping up from the ground. All you gotta really do is just keep dodge rolling, and you should be fine. Of course, keep in mind, this can hurt the fiends as well. So, you can necessarily use that to your advantage. That just time your jump away from that. Not really that hard. Wait for him to like go for the initial clap. And also when he's doing that crawling attack, if you're going to go in and attack him, try to attack on the side that, like for instance, if he's gonna, move his right arm in, attack his left side. If he moves his left side in, attack his right. Simple stuff like that. This game has really, 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 really damn good hitbox. I mean, I'm not even fucking being sarcastic. I'm being serious, like legit. This game's got some great ass hitboxes because, everything feels, and I don't mean this in the way of, like ideal realism, but it actually feels somewhat realistic. And realistic in the sense that, it makes sense. Not like, oh my god, it's fucking PUBG. It's so fucking 4K looking ass realistic. Unlike Fortnite, which just jumping around and fucking shooting people. Which, I mean, yeah, alright, on the topic of that, yes, PUBG is more realistic in the sense of gameplay, but in terms of looks, who the fuck cares? It's still a video game, goddammit. Same thing with Battlefield, like, yeah, it plays more realistic, but it's still a video game, so. When I say realism, I'm talking strictly about the feeling of it, like how things work. I don't know, it's just funny when people talk about, like, PUBG versus Fortnite, because I don't really care which is better or which is worse. PUBG looks fun on its own, and I mainly play Fortnite, which I'm going to get a lot of hate comments now. I did it now. But, anyway, if you're wondering how to get the Inazuma, that was how you did it. All you gotta do is walk slightly toward the ledge. Ryu will drop down on his own. You just let go on the ledge, and then you fall down, and you'll land on it automatically. So there you go. It's not fucking Tomb Raider shit in here. You don't have to hold down R2 just to grab it. Thank God. Jesus Christ. Tomb Raiders. Oh my lord, those games are fucking tough. I've only beaten the first game and the anniversary one of the first game. The first Tomb Raider I ever beat was the anniversary, and then after that I went and played the original one. I beat that because I knew where to go, because it's essentially the same game. So, in a way, but, anniversary has better mechanics in a sense. It's easier mechanics, I should say. But I love fucking Tomb Raiders, guys. Those games are fun as shit. But goddamn, they are hard. That's why you might not ever really see a Let's Play of it. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. More than likely, the next Let's Play. No, I don't know. I actually don't know. I'm planning on either God of War 3. Dante's Inferno was an idea. Maybe even like a Dead Space. But I could literally surprise everyone and just, straight up go for a Tomb Raider run. I literally could do that. Yeah. But that'd be... You fucking kidding me? I wouldn't be able to do shit. Bitch, I wouldn't be able to do shit. I suck. I suck now. There's no way. Who knows? Who knows what I plan on doing? Well, if anything, I should probably do, not God of War, but Ninja Gaiden 3 first. And then knock that one out. Or Uncharted. Or whichever one comes next. I don't know if I'm doing this in order or not. I should at least do something on my 2017 project. That's what I should do. Or continue Sonic Heroes and do the next story. Nah. It's God of War month, bitches. I think it's time for God of War. I'm going to consider this month God of War month, because this is when fucking God of War, the new one, comes out. Alright, here we go. Time for a boss fight. Alright, everybody ready? So, here's what I'm going to do. Guess what? Oh, damn it. I keep hitting the mic. Guess what I'm going to do? That's right. Charge attack. But guess what? These guys share a health bar, like I mentioned earlier, which I didn't really pay attention to. Thank God they do, because that shit right there, that flame ring crap, is complete bullshit. I don't exactly know any strategies, like any real strategies on how to dodge it besides getting iframes. And luckily these guys give me enough time to do that most of the time. So I'm very thankful that they allowed me to do that, but that flame ring crap is just the worst part of this entire boss fight. That's what makes it even harder, because you can't dodge through it. You have to basically dodge around it, essentially, and it sucks. So there you go. We got both the eyes, and now we can go back and put them in and go fight the last boss of the chapter. And guess what, guys? We're almost done with the chapter. Yay, another one done. Oh, man, after this, I'm going to take a break and just Yeah, relax and then render out frickin' chapter 13. Yeah. Yeah, because I'm doing this in a row session. I do have one more chapter after this to do commentary for, but I'm going to let that one slide to like tomorrow or sometime. More likely to, if I can get these rendering, yeah, tomorrow would be the best choice. But we'll see. We'll see how things work out. Things, if they do, well, they do, then whatever. I still have a Bioshock to render, so I don't know. We'll find out, won't we? At one point. Alright, here we go. Now we're going to go to the Hall of Flame, whatever, Flame Dragon or something, shit like that. This boss is hard to fight without the Dabble Harrow. But you can essentially do kind of the same tricks you can here with the Dragon Sword. But the only problem is you have to wait for the dragon to get his head in range, like so. Now, what I do, left or right, doesn't matter. I jump up here instantly, charge up the Dabble Harrow, and then as soon as he does that stupid-ass flame attack, or any attack really, let go of the Dabble Harrow and get across. Best part is, when I was doing this entire recording, I just recently found this out too. You can wall run across these platforms to get to the other side. But of course, I got fucked up there. There are fiend guys down here. Sometimes the dragon will actually like activate the platforms on his own. Basically lifting the fiends up with you and pretty much just ruining your day. You can find them either way, on top or bottom. I prefer on the top because I don't have to deal with the fiends. Because the fiends, if they were on the top floor, they could initially pretty much follow you back down here. So they're kind of a pain in the ass. And of course, switching from like top to bottom does kind of fuck you up a little bit because this guy most of the time will try to do his wing attack. Now, there's one attack that you have to be very, very careful of. I don't know how to like prepare for it. Essentially, it's just one of those attacks that you just have to bait out and hope to God he doesn't do it. And it's that stupid ass grab attack. I think the best way to find out if he's going to do it or not is whenever his head starts to kind of like, you know, lunge back a little bit. That's when I think that's a good sign that he's going to jump in and try to grab you. That grab attack is extremely painful and you should watch out for it. It has fucked up multiple runs of mine when I was using the Dragon Sword in my original playthrough of this, which sucked. And I'm not going back to that. It's funny, like, before I was recording this, I had the plan of like, oh yeah, I'll beat the boss, save the game, beat him with the Dragon Sword for people that don't know how to beat him or don't have the weapon that I have. And then after that, I was like, that's not a good idea. That is not a good idea. So anyway, that is the end of Chapter 15, The Caverns, and I will see you guys for Chapter 16, which has Alma Part 2. So, as always, take care, everybody.